Natural gas is twice as carbon efficient as coal, meaning that if we burned natural gas and coal in the same amount, we'd get the same amount of energy, but natural gas would give off half the amount of carbon emissions. There's also tons of it. If we continued to grow our natural gas consumption at the rate that we are, we burn quite a bit of it, we would still have over 230 years worth of the stuff to burn. So why then are we still burning coal at all? First, we've been burning coal a lot longer, so we have more of those power plants. It costs time and money to switch from coal-fired power plants to natural gas power plants. And number two, it's just cheaper. There's more of it around the world. It's in more places around the world. It's cheaper to transport, which brings us to number three, transportation. Coal, we can pull out of the ground, put on a train, get into a port, throw it on a boat, and ship it around the world. Natural gas is a little bit more difficult. We can put it in a pipeline and distribute it that way, and there are systems to do this in North America, in Europe, and in Asia. But when we have to move it between continents, overseas, things get a bit tricky. We've got to pull it out of the ground, shove it into a pipeline, get it to a port. That port must have a special liquefaction plant, which takes very cold temperatures and turns the voluminous gas down into a liquid. We then put that liquid onto a special LNG ship, which can't be used for anything other than exporting liquid natural gas, get it to where it's going. The port that ship arrives to must have a gasification plant that takes the liquid natural gas off the ship, regasifies it, shoves it into the pipeline for distribution to end consumers, like homes that need to be heated or power plants that need to generate electricity. Even though the EU is doing a great job growing green, they are not going to be able to give up natural gas. They're still going to have to burn a lot of it. They're burning just a little bit less every year, but it's going to continue, especially as they move from coal towards renewables. Kind of the intermediate thing is natural gas. But they import 80% of their natural gas, and 41% of that comes from Russia. This underscores the transport problem. Germany has been trying to get more natural gas, and they had two choices. They could have chose to build liquid natural gas ports, which are expensive and time consuming, or a pipeline into Russia, which is also expensive and time consuming to build. They chose the pipeline, and now they're paying the price, right? As soon as Russia invaded Ukraine, that pipeline approval got canceled. Natural gas prices went through the roof in Europe. They're up over 100% at this point in time. This pipeline that Germany canceled, the Nord Stream 2, has been a point of contention between the United States and Europe for years. The United States and many European countries didn't want it to go through because of this exact reason. It would tie Europe closer to Russia and make them more and more dependent on natural gas, giving Russia a lever should it ever want to do something like, I don't know, invade Ukraine. And what do you know? In the past 7 days, Germany has done an about-face and announced that they're expediting the construction of 2 brand new liquefied natural gas ports. Natural gas is traded and priced using futures. I did a video on futures just a couple of days ago. Check it out.